กลับมาติดตามข่าวกันต่อนะฮะท่านผู้ชมเชิญที่หน้าจอทีวีผล Brexit อังกฤษชัดเจนแล้วว่าจะออกจากสหภาพยุโรปแน่นอนวันนี้มี Exclusive Talk นะครับกับท่านเอกอัครราชทูตอังกฤษประจำประเทศไทยนะฮะทอล์กสดๆกับเรานะฮะทอล์กโดยเฉพาะกับทาง Springnews เท่านั้นติดตามกับคุณทันชนกจงยศยิ่งครับ
สวัสดีค่ะคุณผู้ชมค่ะพบกับดิฉันทันชนกจงยศยิ่งค่ะในช่วงของ Exclusive Talk นะคะช่วงเวลานี้ค่ะผู้คนทั่วโลกก็พูดถึงกันเรื่องของผลประชามติ Brexit นะคะว่าตอนนี้อังกฤษจะต้องเดินหน้าไปในทิศทางไหนแล้วผลกระทบทั้งทางตรงและทางอ้อมต่อประเทศไทยจะเป็นอย่างไรกันบ้างวันนี้เรามีแขกคนพิเศษที่จะมาช่วยไขข้อข้องใจในเรื่องนี้นั่นก็คือท่านเอกอัครราชทูตของสหราชอาณาจักรประจำประเทศไทยนั่นก็คือท่านทูตไบรอันเดวิสันตอนนี้อยู่กับดิฉันแล้วค่ะสวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีครับ
So I think this is a very good opportunity that we could talk about Brexit with you as the UK ambassador to Thailand. So now there are so many uncertainties. What would be the next step after this? Because people are talking about the possibilities of the second Brexit referendum. Is it possible?
Well, I think there's as you say, we're in a period of some uncertainty. Though there are many certainties, one of the certainties is that nothing will change until the United Kingdom actually leaves the European Union. So all the rights and obligations that currently exist will remain until that point. And the process has been spelled out quite clearly by my Prime Minister in that once the United Kingdom notifies the European Union that it is triggering Article 50, which is the formal point at which we say we would wish to leave the European Union. At that point, there are 2 years of negotiations to determine the terms of exit for the United Kingdom. So I think any speculation at this point around what might happen over the next two and a half years is a little premature. There was a democratic vote in the United Kingdom, which was won by those supporting the view that the United Kingdom should leave the European Union. And the job of the government and of society is now to come together and work out how best to implement that decision by the British people and seek the best possible terms for Britain's exit and for Britain's future in Europe and in the world.
So you mean that the government has no choice but only trigger the Article 50, right? Because that was the result of the referendum already.
Well, the government said quite clearly that the reason they went to the nation was because this has been an issue discussed over many years. There was a question put to the people of Britain, and the people of Britain answered. So the government, the Prime Minister, the Foreign Secretary, and the Chancellor have said that the job now is to implement that decision. How that is done, the terms on which the United Kingdom would leave the European Union are up for discussion, and that is a process that will take around 2 years. So I think to speculate now on what may or may not happen is not productive.
So you mean that there might be some change of the situation during this period as well?
Well, the change will be, I mean, in the course of negotiations, the United Kingdom will have to discuss with the European Union, with the 27 countries remaining in the European Union, what are the terms of that exit and what will be the relationship for the United Kingdom with Europe at that point. So all of that is in the realm of uncertainty because negotiations have not started. What is certain is that, for the moment, nothing has changed. People will still be able to travel to and from Europe as they have. Goods will be sold, goods and services will be sold and bought in the same way. Britain is open to people to come, to invest, to study, to live, to work. None of that has changed. And so the certainty is there around the current status quo. The Chancellor of the Exchequer has also been very clear about what measures will be taken to ensure that the British economy, which is fundamentally sound and has good growth, will remain so and will remain an attractive destination for people to work and invest in. So I think at the moment I would say while there's a lot of discussion and heat 1 week after an historic vote, what I would say to people is that you should look at what is still certain rather than what is uncertain.
And if you look at the stance of the EU leaders, some are quite stiff, right? Because some say that, the British government should trigger the Article 50 right away. So what would be the options from now, judging from the stance of some leaders?
I mean, my Prime Minister, Mr Cameron, has said that he campaigned very hard and very passionately to remain within the European Union. He believes that the interests of Britain in negotiating exit would be better served by having a new leadership that could do that afresh. And so he has called an election within the Conservative Party. He has said he will stay on for the 3 months that will take, and that by the end of the summer there will be a new leader of the Conservative Party and therefore a new Prime Minister. It will be the responsibility of that new leader to determine how and when to trigger Article 50 and to commence negotiations with the European Union. So the position has been set out quite clearly, and I think everyone knows that.
All right, because now there are some articles or some news about the racism or discrimination in United Kingdom after the Brexit result. So I think that some people might be worried about that.
Well, I would say to those people that I would not be worried. I mean, I think the vast majority of the United Kingdom would see Britain as remaining an open, inclusive, welcoming society. I mean, Britain is a population of 65 million, many diverse ethnic minorities, diverse talents within the country. It is genuinely a multi-faith, multi-ethnic democracy. I believe that the United Kingdom is still an open society. I believe that we have profited from the influx of talent from many other countries, and we will continue to do so. It is what makes our education system strong, it's what makes our research capability so strong. None of that changes, and I think you will find people very quickly coming together to reassure our visitors that actually we are an open, inclusive society, and we will continue to remain so.
Another interesting topic that people want to know about that is national security, because as we see the results, Scotland, Northern Ireland, or even Gibraltar, they vote to stay, right? And do we need to worry about that? I mean, the government of UK government, should they worry about the national security? Because Scotland, they said that they would like to have the second independence referendum as well.
Well, I don't think that impacts on national security, and I think it is quite legitimate that there will be an ongoing debate within the United Kingdom around the differing views, not just around the European Union, but around services, immigration, investment. That is perfectly normal, and that is not unusual in a society like the United Kingdom. I don't think it is worth speculating now what may or may not happen over the next 2.5 years. I think the politicians, the leaders of the individual regions have spoken quite clearly about what they see as the way forward for Britain. What I think all people in the United Kingdom agree is that we want a Britain that is strong in the world, in the European context, and that requires us to find a way to move forward.
Now we come to Thailand, and what would be the direct or indirect impact from UK's leaving the European Union for the country like Thailand?
Well, I think at the moment nothing, because nothing has changed.
Right.
And we would have to assess 2 years on what might change. But I would say, if you look at the relationship that currently exists between the United Kingdom and Thailand, it is built on some very strong foundations. We have a mutual history that goes back 400 years. We have extensive people-to-people links. We have extensive cooperation in the area of trade and investment, in science and innovation, in education. The United Kingdom is one of the largest European investors in Thailand. We have a stock of around £9 billion already here. We have many big British companies active here. None of that will change.
We have been discussing the EU-Thailand FTA, and which has been paused for a while. So what would be the open opportunity for UK and Thailand? I mean, maybe we talk about the FTA between two countries. Is it possible?
Well, I think one of the consequences of leaving the European Union would be that, and has been made clear by ministers in the United Kingdom, is that we will now have to negotiate FTAs bilaterally. Clearly, Thailand would be one of those countries which I personally would be happy to see a bilateral FTA negotiated. It will be one of a range of issues that will face the government through the negotiation process and beyond.
So it seems that United Kingdom is entering the new era, whatever result is, I mean, whatever direction you are going to. So what would be the challenges between the bilateral relations of the two countries?
Well, as I see it, it's still a very positive story. A lot of the trade and investment that we currently conduct is actually, in fact, bilateral anyway. I would look at the number of students from Thailand coming to study in the United Kingdom, which is a growing trend. I think that sort of understanding that is created through education is very important for the future of a modern partnership between countries. And that is the sort of modern partnership that I would like to see develop here in Thailand. Britain is a very modern, innovative, forward-looking country. If you look at our history, wherever there have been problems or issues or conflicts, we have found creative, innovative ways to resolve those and to move forward. And I don't see that there is any insurmountable challenge in what faces us now. Our task, both as government and as those of us implementing government policy, is to create a path that secures Britain's future in the world. In partnership with Thailand, there are many opportunities here which I will be pursuing very actively. In partnership with the Thai Embassy, the Royal Thai Embassy in London, we work very closely together in finding those opportunities for further partnership.
So as the UK ambassador to Thailand, and I think that so many people, they may not understand the issue of Brexit quite well. So what would you like to address to the Thai public to calm them down, maybe some of them, and to give better understanding on this?
Well, I would say to them that, in that context, Brexit is about the United Kingdom relationship with the European Union. Nothing changes immediately, and there will be a period of negotiation after which the relationship between the United Kingdom and the other 27 countries of the European Union will be clearer. But for the moment and going forward, Britain remains open to Thailand. We want to see more investors, more business people, more students, more tourists go to the United Kingdom. If there is a tiny silver lining, it is that the pound is slightly weaker, so it is a good time for Thai tourists to go to the United Kingdom. But also I would like to see British companies and British students look more closely at Thailand as a place to partner with in Asia. And I think there is a lack of understanding about the opportunities that exist within the development trajectory of Thailand that would be a very positive benefit to the United Kingdom companies and students and population. So looking forward, my reassurance is we still welcome you. We will do all we can to reassure you that the fundamentals of the economy are strong, that we can build a strong, positive future for Britain outside of the European Union, and Thailand will be a partner for us going forward in creating that new future for the United Kingdom.
All right. Thank you so much, Ambassador, for giving us the time and help to create better understanding for our audience. Thank you very much.
Thank you. สวัสดีครับ
ขอบคุณคุณทันชนกจงยศยิ่งนะฮะช่วงหน้าไม่อยากให้พลาดจริงๆนะฮะความเคลื่อนไหวฟุตบอลยูโร 2016 กำลังงวดเข้าไปทุกทีแล้วคุณอานัทกับบีแหลมสิงห์ก็รอรายงานอยู่แล้วนะครับส่วนวันนี้คุณตะวันรุ่งและผมสุภโชคลาไปก่อนครับสวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีค่ะ